Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today we're going to be talking about things I dislike in professional wrestling. The first thing, okay, pretend I'm climbing up the ladder. This is me going up the ladder. Do 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 do. You have to play. I feel like in ladder matches, they go like slow as molasses. Like do 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 do. I bet you could play the whole Jeopardy song and they'll still not be up that ladder. Like if you want to grab that title, run up it. Like come on, come on. Like you want to win the title, go up there and get it. Like put some muscle in it, and then they have to move the ladder like in the exact spot like it matters. Just line up the ladder. It's not that difficult. No, and then there's, if you want to win the match, climb the ladder. Like, you don't have to go. This is just my opinion, but still. I know a lot of people who are not annoyed by that. The second thing is, when the referee gets knocked out in the middle of the match, just so you can have someone interfere. Come on, that's the oldest trick in the book, and it's not funny. Come up with a new, interesting, unique way to get someone to interfere, like the referee has to tie his shoes or something. I don't know, but having the referee get knocked out for 7,000 years is not the way to do it. Like, the referees get hit, like this hard. You see, you couldn't even hear that. Well, granted, that's happens anyway, but still, if that little punch hurts you that bad, where you're knocked out for like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, not even the wrestlers get knocked out for 5 minutes, maybe like 10 seconds, but not a minute. Unless they're getting beat down, but the referee, they're treated like rag dolls. The second thing I hate is in the Royal Rumble match, where you could get eliminated by someone outside of the match. That defeats the whole purpose of the Royal Rumble match. You are supposed to eliminate your opponents in the ring. Isn't that like one of the rules of the Royal Rumble? That it has to be, and then not just that, and then when you get attacked, you should still be in the Royal Rumble even if someone takes your spot. It shouldn't just be given to that person. If you want them to win, put them in the Royal Rumble match. And what's the purpose if they're not going to win the match? Like, Nia Jax attacked R-Truth just so she could be in the Royal Rumble match. If you were going to do that, then have that plan in the match anyway. Like, and the same with Carmella. Having Becky Lynch just enter the ring instead of giving Carmella her moment at number 3. You could have just put Becky Lynch in maybe the match, that would have made perfect sense. And then there's recently, I'm not a big fan of this in wrestling at all, but especially the women's tag team division. Not because there's necessarily bad wrestlers in there, but because essentially it's just people are thrown together and hope it works. And it's basically their mid-card title. The women's tag team titles doesn't feel as important as the women's world title. So why even have them? I understand that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill have put some importance to the title. At least a little bit. But still, it's like a wasted title, and I feel bad for it because I feel like it could generally have been good use. Since if you had like there was a few women tag teams in the past that were actually had good chemistry, but most of them retired. Like you could have had Naomi and Tamina be a tag team. You could have had. Now that is because Nia, because they were part of Team Bad. You know, they have some chemistry and it worked. You could have had like, you had Bailey and Sasha Banks, which they were friends and worked. You could have had Becky Lynch and Charlotte, even though they kind of hate each other in real life. I think they still have some form of chemistry as a team. You could have threw them in there, but it was. There's a lot of good women's tag teams in, like, before there was like you could have had like even when Sonya Deville and was it Sarah Logan or was that with Liv Morgan? I forget. The Riot Squad with Sarah Logan and it's just with you could have Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan, or Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan win a women's tag team title because they were a good team. You could have Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley or Nikki Cross and Doudrop win a title. They were a decent team. You could have had. I feel like this would personally make a good tag team. Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. They have the same gimmick almost. They'll fit perfectly, but instead of this is my biggest complaint. It's like you could have potential to have whole teams, but you're never like Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Why should they be a team? They both like to fight. With that logic, Fit Finlay and the Great Khali should be a tag team. No, even better, Rick Swann and Enzo Amore being a tag team. That would be iconic. Okay, all jokes aside, seriously, the women's tag team division needs to be worked on. Goodbye.